we are back. It is Monkeyism here reporting to you live from actually downtown Ottawa. We're at the Twitch Ottawa meetup, and we just partnered up with CGX. And look who we brought straight from CGX, showcasing all day today. We have Fabio and Antonio. Tell me a little bit about you guys first of all, and then about the game.
Sure. So
are we ready?
Yes, yeah, I'm ready.
Powerball.
Depowerball. Depowerball.
Depowerball. I said D, but D.
Depowerball.
Depowerball.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
A little bit of history about this. So for the last, I guess, 7 or 8 years, Fabio and myself have been working in a lot of game jams together.
Too long.
Way too long. Way too long.
I've been trying to ditch it, and I can't get away from it.
He can't get away from me.
It sucks you in.
He's my right. Yeah, it is what it is. So this past month and a half ago, the both of us and a bunch of other folks, a couple other people as well, took part in Toe Jam 13.
Okay.
It's the largest game jam in Toronto,
Nice.
and we created Depowerball in 3 days, and over the course of the weekend. And
I gotta say, I'm sorry. I saw this game at CGX. The first thing I thought was, this is Smash with guns.
That's a good description.
It's like
We
Smash,
need to
but
use
we
that for
shoot.
Sunday.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
By the way, that'll be $5 each. I'm kidding.
Wow,
Please
yeah.
continue. I'm not kidding.
So yeah, we created it in 3 days, and but the unfortunate thing for that weekend was they have a public play testing that happens afterwards. We only had about 4 or 5 people come play test our game because we were in the furthest part of the building, and we liked our concept. The 5 people that came liked our concept, and we thought we need more people to play this game. So last year I was at.
I love that confidence.
Thank you. So last year, actually, I exhibited at CGX myself under my brand Mega Power Games. I released a mobile game at that time. So I already had a rapport with the organizers there. I liked what they did last year, and I knew it was a good opportunity for us to get our game out there and make it our first public playtest. So I called this guy up, and I'm like, you want to playtest our game? And he drove 5 hours through the night.
The cavalry arrived.
The cavalry
That's a
arrived,
real ride or
and
die.
we're here.
That's a real ride or die.
Hey, all it takes is you get a couple good cans of Red Bull and you fly, all right? I'll get there.
Hey, this man has driven through a hurricane, so getting to Ottawa in 5 hours is
It
not
was
too
no
tough for
problem,
him.
No problem.
No problem.
So tell me a little bit about how does the game play?
Okay.
Depowerball.
Depowerball. How does the game play? You want to take it first?
So, originally, we had to come up with the concept for the jam. And whether it be insanity or brilliance,
a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
My comment of mine over
Fine
here
line.
comes to me over chat, and he says, I have an idea. I said, okay. He sends me a link, a YouTube link, and it's of an old American Gladiators episode.
I don't know if folks are old enough to remember American Gladiators, but it was one of the greatest television shows of the late 90s.
Basically a reality show that picked regular people and pit them against giant steroid-abusing monsters of men who would, and women, athletes, who would, and put them in contests that were borderline illegal and probably health code violations.
Those are the best shows.
That's when TV was good.
That's when TV was great.
So
when somebody could actually get hurt.
Exactly.
Oh, people got hurt.
So I started watching and I realized there was a game called Powerball. Coincidentally, at about every given hour, there's about a 70% chance I'm already thinking about Powerball from American Gladiators. So I was already immediately on board.
Yes,
I didn't even know what the idea was. I just said, Powerball, yes, I'm in. I don't care. We playing Powerball? I don't know what's going on. He said, okay, Powerball the concept. I said, all right, I'm in. We then had a theme from the Toe Jam that was winning is for losers.
Winning is for losers.
Winning is for losers.
So everyone's supposed to try and make their game kind of go with that theme. So I came back at him and I said, well, what if the winner, much like everyone else who's playing, well, much like they would like, has to lose something?
But we didn't know what.
Winning takes a piece of you.
Okay.
All right, you lose a little part of yourself.
A little
to be
piece
up
of your
there,
soul.
To step on everybody else's heads and get above
This
them.
sounds like a game made by losers, 100%.
You have to do some stepping on toes, and it's not great. So we decided, all right, what if everyone starts up with these powers, these fantastic abilities, double jumping, boosting, shielding, shooting,
And then we take it away.
slowly drag them down.
Gone.
They go from the tallest top of the podium
To the bottom.
and the people at the bottom claw them back
Puts
down.
them more at even footing. Like, okay,
Exactly.
you won.
What we
Try winning without an arm now. Good luck.
Exactly. What we ended up discovering was that that mechanic of voting off abilities really balanced out the game very well, because you could have really skilled players that would play the game, win 2 rounds. After the second ability goes away, what he would realize is that, oh no, I can't match with these guys. I can't score as many points as I can, and other people, it gives them a chance to catch up. So it's a built-in balancing mechanic that works out.
The way the first round usually goes is 4 people will play, one person will win, the other 3 people will kind of look upset, be like, oh, I won this, that. Then the voting screen will come up,
and they'll be like,
oh, look at the person who won.
The great equalizer.
Wait
Do
a minute.
you know what you're gonna lose, or is it always
Yes.
random?
You, the people who lose vote what to take away.
Yeah, so every player starts with the same 4 losable abilities, I
Okay,
guess.
let's go.
So what is it? Shielding. They have a gun. They have a boost and a double jump. So after every round, the rest of the players get to choose which of those abilities get taken out.
You see that he used double jump. You're
Yes.
like, guess what? I'm snatching.
Exactly, and they lose it for the rest of the
I'll
match.
just take that, and we'll see how you do next round.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
The amount of games we've played and we saw at the con so
Oh,
far
man,
that have come down
people
to the
love-
very last round.
Yeah.
Of course.
The balancing mechanic forces everybody to show down at a point where each person may have 2 abilities that the other people have decided are the worst for that person to use. But if you're good at adapting, you should be able to win.
And how do you win the game? What are your objectives?
So
Again, you don't really win.
the objective,
That sinister laugh when I asked how you win a game.
Well,
he knows because it's a very canon storyline that we can't deviate away
yeah,
from.
we can't deviate away from it now.
There's deep lore. You're in space.
Yep, you're in space.
You're all animals.
You're robots and gladiators of some sort, maybe
You're
cyborgs.
cybernetically enhanced
Yeah.
robot animals.
I like how the story's about maybe cyborg.
Maybe.
Next time, maybe a cyborg with
Maybe.
an alien.
You're capturing these small demon-like, ball-like creatures.
Yes.
And you're taking them and feeding them to a giant dragon queen pug.
Yeah, it's on the back here, actually.
Wow.
That little dragon queen there. You're feeding it to that. You're feeding it
As
to
somebody
that.
steals my QR code.
I mean, the
Oh,
story.
the other thing about this is a prototype. It's free to download on itch. No stealing of QR codes. We decided to release this for free because we want that feedback. We want to develop this into a bigger project.
Can we find this game right now?
Right now, megapowergames.itch.io/Depowerball.
Can you type that in, dear? Repeat it.
If you,
megapowergames.itch.io/Depowerball. You'll probably need an itch account to download it. It's a local multiplayer game for 2 to 4 people. It is a prototype, but we're always fixing bugs. We've made about 4 or 5 changes so far that have really elevated the game so
And
far.
you want that feedback from
Yeah.
people. You want people to play it great, the
Yeah.
game will
If
promise, if you have at least one other person to play with,
You will have fun.
you will have fun and possibly one new enemy at the end of the session.
Maybe.
Next Friday night, when you have friends over and you guys are, having wholesome party time,
Yes.
Yeah.
for sure.
If you really want to find out deeply about somebody, you watch when they get the power to start taking things from
Yeah.
you. You see how they
See
turn.
how-
You see how they turn on you. We've had friends turn on each other today.
Oh, yes.
There were a lot of friendships broken.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love that.
It's fantastic. I love it.
And you guys are still presenting at CGX
Yeah,
tomorrow.
so we're going to be at CGX tomorrow as well from 9 to 6 at the Ottawa Conference Center.
So if anybody is local to Ottawa or you're nearby, there's going to be a ton of pretty much games being showcased. And the tickets are only $5.
Yep.
So,
There's a lot of
Oh, yeah.
awesome stuff.
There's a
around.
lot
We're
of good
walking
stuff in
around.
there.
and you get to really you go there and you get to talk. What I loved about it today was that you really get to talk to people face to face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like a big convention like more like Comic Con that's crowded, packed. Like if you want to come physically talk to us for
Yep.
3 hours, we're going to be
We're
there.
there.
There's nothing
We're
else.
there. Like we've had people come up to us and just ask us advice about gaming advice or what technology we use, and it doesn't matter what convention it is. Like I'm always happy to talk to people, and I know he is as well.
And this
So
is something that I want to touch up on a little bit, that there are so many people, not just in Montreal, but so many people that
Yep.
want to make games and want to do games.
Yep.
And so often I find that people who want to make games kind of have that same excitement that streamers have.
Yes.
I want to be a big streamer. What is your advice for starting out? How do you get into it?
starting into it, if you're in a post-secondary post-secondary college or university, if there are any courses regarding video game design, take them. What we're finding now is there are a lot of colleges and universities that have a good rapport with AAA or indie companies in their area, and it allows students to build those relationships. So if you're in if you're having a post-secondary education, take those courses, do the time.
For my advice,
Yeah.
regardless of schooling, regardless of whether you're going anywhere, just start making something.
Yes.
Take a piece of a game you like, Take a piece of something that you like or you enjoy, you think you can adjust to make it better, start trying to do it. Download something simple. Go online, see what's the easiest thing I can do to make a small game.
Go to an
Easiest
asset
thing I can
store.
do. Make a guy who can jump. Make a guy who can fly.
Make something simple.
Make anything.
Yeah.
The more you start building up things you can show people, and the more you show that people, that's what's going to get you.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Go to meetups, approach people. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Never be afraid to ask questions. Never be afraid to show people what you've done.
Yeah.
Never be afraid.
No, you can't be afraid. You have to be fearless.
And a lot of it too, it happens like you guys said, you're never gonna have a perfect product.
Never.
And this is something so important in businesses. When your product is perfect, it's too late.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should have shipped before.
Our prototype has so many bugs right now we can't even count. That doesn't matter. We're still going to showcase it to the world. If people point out a bug, cool. We'll note it down. We'll fix it for the next release. It is what it is.
I love it. So one last time, if you want to download Depowerball,
Depowerball. megapowergames.itch.io/Depowerball.
get one friend over, two friends over, three friends
Get
over.
some friends together.
Get
If
some
you
friends
wanna lose
together.
3 friends. Get 3 friends over. Play it.
Yeah.
Guarantee it's worth at least 5 minutes of good, clean fun before
And
it
it's a
turns
free
ugly.
download. If you don't like it, you can move on to the next thing. It won't hurt our
If you
feelings.
don't like it, find his Twitter and just roast him.
And that's another
Just
thing.
get
I say that you want that community feedback. Where does the community go to give you feedback?
There are a couple places. You can leave a comment on the game page itself on itch. That's one. You can talk to me at megapower_games or him at Dr. Jesus Man.
At Dr. Jesus
At
Man.
Dr. Jesus Man, one word.
And at Megapower Games.
Megapower_games. Yes.
Megapower_games. Perfect.
We're also probably going to start streaming again at Twitch.tv/Kung Fu Brothers. We used to do a stream. We're probably going to try and get back in.
Yeah,
Well, you guys are in a good. I recommend you do a little bit of socializing after. You
Oh,
guys
we already have.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Antonio and Fabio, you guys are wonderful. You best believe I'm gonna ruin some friendships.
If you're gonna ruin some friendships, let us know. We look forward to watching it.
I mean, one of my close friends right here ruining this friendship.
Guys, I hope so. I hope so.
Time to test the bond.
With more interviews, with more fun.